guys, we got this. Let's go. Gun wide trip sweep. Pros X go. On one. Ready?
Ready.
What's going on, everyone? ANCAP24 here from HuddleGG. And in today's video, we're going to show you a really nice play that I like to go early in the game to kind of see what my defense wants to run and be able to attack all coverages to get an understanding of what his tendencies are. Now, if this is the first time checking out our channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Also hit that bell notification to make sure you never miss any of our uploads. The play we're going to be looking at is called Smash Halfback Check, and it comes out of the gun spread Y flex formation. This can be found in the Baltimore Ravens playbook, something in which we just released our newest game plan on our website, in which I wrote in order to really give you a fun aspect of playing Madden. Now, the Baltimore Ravens offense, if you guys are not familiar with it, has a lot of quarterback runs, has a lot of spread them out. It's a fun playbook that I tried really hard to make sure that you had the ability to use no matter what mode you're playing. I didn't do any route apprentice, made sure that it was a friendly to mobile quarterbacks as well as pocket quarterbacks, and I made it sure that most of the setups are one hot route or less. That way it's a quick hike scheme. You can use it in a CFM if you're sim friendly, and I wanted to check out all those boxes because I really feel like this playbook's a lot of fun, and I wanted the most people to get the most out of it. Now, the reason why I want to show you this play is because it is something that is part of our first installment of this game plan. The reason why I said first installment is because we broke down two formations, the gun spread Y flex and the gun spread double flex for this week's game plan. And then next week's game plan, I'm going to go through the best of the rest with about 4 or 5 different formations in which I'm going to kind of show you the best things in Baltimore's playbook that I found that will help you with somebody who's playing more man coverage than zone. And then if someone's playing more zones, I've got more zone plays. We've got some fun plays that you want to mix in just to kind of feel out your opponent and say, can he stop this sort of play? And I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's something that, if you really like a mobile quarterback, it's a lot of fun. And then I also use, I play MUT. I have 2 quarterbacks. I have Michael Vick that I use as my mobile, and I use Josh Allen right now as my pocket quarterback. And I'm equally having fun either style just because of all the dots that are in it. So if you guys don't know already, our website, it's $9.95. It's a subscription for a month's worth of content. And what you do is you get everything. You basically unlock everything. So any one of our pros that you've seen in the past, whether you need defense, or offense, we've got great things for you. Bugs, one great user, Trey Thomas. You've got K-Mac who just put stuff up. Stiff, a former belt winner, has his defense up there. Then there's also stuff that I've put out there in which I just kind of see the game a little bit differently and more of an offensive guy, but we want to make sure that it's as well-rounded as possible. That's why we go after pros and make sure that we get different perspectives of the game. So with all that being said, if you guys are interested, just go ahead and check out the description. I'll leave a link in there for it. I think this is one that you're going to have a lot of fun with, and I tried really hard to make sure that it was most beneficial for as many people as possible when designing it. Okay, so smash halfback check. What I like about this play is it's a great 1-2 read. What I mean by that is if they're playing zone, the B receiver is going to be open the majority of the time unless they're playing underneath coverage. If they're playing underneath coverage, then we have the ability to kind of look at a different receiver. But for the most part, what we're looking to do is kind of see what the defense is more comfortable in, and we're going to take it. Now, if you're playing MUT, you're going to get a lot of man coverage. If you're in regs, a lot of people are switching it up a little bit more. But I want to show you what I like to do. If you look at this Y receiver, I just smart routed his route, and it turns into a really nice a deeper slant or shorter post, depending how you want to look at it. And it's something I like to use a lot when it comes to beating man coverage because of the way that it goes across the field. And if you do it coming from the wide side and then running it towards the wide side, what you're going to end up seeing is that you're going to have a lot of success with it. So the last thing I'm going to do is put the X on a slant. So this is the way it looks. And I'm going to motion this guy over, and as soon as he passes the right tackle, I'm going to hike the ball, and I'm looking at this B receiver as my first option. And against any zone that's not playing underneath zones, so it's not, unless it's a cover 3 hard flats or cover 2 hard flats, that guy is going to get open. He just sits there and gets open. Love it because of that fact, because he is just an easy outlet, right? It's one of those deals where if you just need something to, move the ball 5-6 yards at a time, you want to just have something to start the game with. Okay, what is this look that he's giving me? What type of defense is he using? This is kind of a feeler play for me. So that was against cover 3. Now I'm going to go against cover 2. and you're going to see the same thing, right? You're going to see that I'm going to move this guy over, and you're going to be able to just hit the B, right? The guy's going to sit right there, hit the B, get yourself 6 yards, and now you're looking at, okay, if he's playing this style or this is the look that he gives me, this is the type of defense that he's looking for. Most people give their best or their most used stuff in the beginning of the game. It's just kind of creature of habit that they want to start the game off well. So if you can kind of get an understanding of what they're doing early in the game, that'll definitely help you out. If somebody's running any type of, say, cover one robber press or some type of robber where they're basically doing man coverage, you're going to see that this wide receiver comes across, and we're going to hike it. And when you hike a motion slant, you have a really good opportunity of doing well. But this one just gains elevation, right? This one just goes over the top. And I want to show you something on this. It also switches the man assignment. So if you're playing with somebody, especially in regs where you're going to have more linebackers on the field, watch what happened on this play. The nickel cornerback was supposed to cover him, but what you can see is that they switch to where now the player that was covering 11 here now covers him because is a little bit of a delayed route. So a lot of times you're going to be able to have a wide receiver versus a linebacker in CFM, regs, or whatever the case may be, and you're going to see that we're just absolutely torching it. Now you see we caught this ball at the 15-yard line. If you go back, what you're going to notice is that we started out at the 40. So you're talking about 45 yards before he catches it. So any time for the players that are doing 25-yard drops, 35-yard drops, if they're doing curl flats, it's not going to help them because this route gets behind it. So that's why I also like it. It's just something that I mix in, from time to time. If they manually user that, say they're in man coverage, and they're like, oh gosh, I got to go cover that, then typically the X is going to be open for you just because it's another slant pattern. He kind of goes to the middle of the field, and you kind of look at it that way. So you look at here, the Y goes over here, and now you're going to be able to hit this, slant over here. Hopefully it'll catch it for you. But that's the design of the play. The design is just to make it easy for you. Look to the right side of the field. If you see it's zone and that guy's sitting there, hit him. You don't want to wait on the slant because you just want to take your yards when they're there. When you start taking this zone play over and over again, they'll change the man. And if you're doing the same setup, you're going to be able to torch them with that route and really have a lot of success. Now, like I said before, this game plan was definitely for all types of players. It's something that I took a lot of deep dives to make sure that I try to keep it as simple as possible, but a lot of fun. I'm getting a lot of great feedback on the people that have already checked it out last night and this morning, and I think this is something that you guys definitely going to want to check out. Knowing that not tomorrow, but next week we're going to have some more to add on to it and just have a lot of fun with this. So I appreciate you guys here checking out our channel. Make sure to check out tomorrow's video, and we'll catch you then.